All right, everyone, welcome back to All Wings Everything, and I am your cook, Spinelli. Now, today's video, we're gonna do jalapeno pineapple glazed wings. I know that's a mouthful. You guys are gonna enjoy this recipe. I enjoyed it. They are really, really good. They're not as hot as you may think they are, but they are delicious. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this recipe. I'll see you guys in the kitchen. Let's go. All right, everyone, here are the ingredients we're going to use for today's recipe. We got our Publix green wise chicken. We have ground allspice, minced ginger. We have a jar jalapeno pepper jelly, ground cinnamon. We're going to use a jalapeno pepper, some soy sauce, pineapple juice, red pepper, red wine vinegar, onion powder. We're going to use some honey, garlic powder, salt, light brown sugar, and cornstarch. So these are the ingredients we're going to use for today's recipe. So let's move on. All right, so I've already cleaned and cut our chicken and measured out our ingredients. So what we have here, we have our 10 ounces of jalapeno jelly. We have a half a cup of soy sauce, 1 cup of pineapple juice. We have a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of honey, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of allspice, a 1/2 teaspoon of minced ginger, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cayenne pepper or red pepper, and 2 teaspoons of cornstarch if needed. And we also have 1 jalapeno minced. So here are all the ingredients we're going to use. So let's go ahead and start this recipe. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare our marinade and sauce. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our soy sauce and we're going to pour it in the dish with the jalapeno jelly. Next, take your jalapenos, add it. Take your onion powder, your garlic powder, your salt, your cinnamon, your cayenne pepper, your allspice, brown sugar, your minced ginger, your red wine vinegar, your pineapple juice, and lastly, your honey. And what you want to do now is you want to give this a good mix to combine all the ingredients. Once you do that, let's take a look and then we'll move on. All right, so what I've done is I've taken half of this mixture. I'm gonna save half of it for our sauce, and I'm gonna use the other half for our marinade. So what you're gonna do now is you're going to take your chicken pieces and add them to a Ziploc bag, and then take that marinade and pour it over your chicken. Make sure you submerge each piece of the chicken into the marinade. You're going to close the Ziploc bag, and we're going to marinate these chicken pieces for up to 24 hours. If you want to, you can do it as minimum as 4 hours, but I recommend you do it for 24 hours overnight. All right. And once you do that, we'll move on. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to line our pan with aluminum foil and also spray our grates. What this does, the aluminum foil allows for easy cleanup. The grate, spraying the grates allows your chicken to not stick to the pan. So make sure you line your pan with aluminum foil, spray your grates, and then we'll move on. All right, so now the chicken is ready. We've marinated it overnight up to 24 hours. So what you want to do is you want to remove your chicken from the Ziploc bag, add it to a layer of paper towels. And once you place your chicken onto the paper towels, what you want to do is you want to take another set of paper towels and pat them dry. You don't want to bake your chicken without patting the chicken dry. So go ahead, remove your chicken, pat the dry, and we'll move on. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to place those chicken pieces onto our pan to get them ready to start baking them. So go ahead. Add your chicken pieces to your pan. Remember, skin side down, 1/2 inch to 1 inch apart. Try not to overcrowd the pan with your chicken. And once you finish that, we'll move on to the next step. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add these beautiful babies into the oven. I've already preheated the oven to 400 degrees. So we're going to cook these wings at 400 degrees for 50 minutes. And after 25 minutes, which is halfway through the cooking process, we're going to turn our wings over and allow them to cook on the other side for the remaining of the time. So go ahead, set your timer, and I'll see you in 25. So now it has been 25 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull our chicken wings out and give them a quick turn. Take a quick look at them. See how juicy they are now? All right, so give them a quick turn. Once you do that, we're gonna stick them back in the oven for the remaining 25 minutes. And after that, we'll move on. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to prepare our sauce. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the remaining marinade that you set aside, and you're gonna add it to a pan. Once you do that, bring it to a boil for about a minute. And then you want to reduce your heat to medium low and let it simmer for 7 to 10 minutes and continue to stir. What you want to do is you want the sauce to start to thicken. If it doesn't thicken to your desire, what you can do is you can add some cornstarch to it. But it seems like you probably won't need any cornstarch with this this mixture. You may want to add just a little bit, but I'm going to see if I'm going to need cornstarch for mine. So go ahead, bring your mixture to a boil, let it simmer for 7 to 10 minutes. And once you do that, we're going to remove it from the heat and then empty it back into an empty dish and wait for the wings to be done. All right, I'll see you in the next step. All right, so now our wings are done. It's time to remove them from the oven. Let's put them over here on the counter under the light. That way we can get a good look at them, because I want you guys to salivate over these wings. Take a look at them, folks. Nice golden brown, crispy, they're juicy. This is how you want your wings to look. All right. Take a few more seconds to look at them and then we'll move on. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to remove our wings and of course put them in an empty bowl so we can get ready to sauce them. So remove all your wings from your pan, add them to an empty bowl, take a good look at them, and we'll move on. All right, so now what you want to do is you want to take that sauce and you want to pour that sauce over your wings. And again, you can use as much or as little of the sauce as you need. And what you want to do is take your lid, and of course you're going to have to do a little shaky, bakey, 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 shaky, shaky. All right, now remove your lid. Take a look at what we got, folks. Let's move on to the last step. All right, so now what you want to do is you want to take a clean plate and place your wings on a clean plate. Folks, these wings look amazing. All right, and once you get them on the plate, we'll move on. And voila, abracadabra, jalapeno pineapple wings. Look at this, folks. These wings, I'm telling you, they look amazing. Let me know what you guys think about them. If you follow me in this recipe, I hope you enjoying them right now. Leave a comment below. But I'm telling you, these wings are fantastic. They look fantastic. I hadn't tried them yet, but give me about 30 seconds and I'll let you know. All right, let's continue to take a quick look at them a little bit longer. All right, guys, now it's time for me to do a little quality control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take me one of these wings, test it out just to make sure that they are safe for you to eat. because I don't know, they may not be safe. So I need to test them out for you. And as I mentioned, they taste just as good as they look. Matter of fact, they taste better than they look. These wings are absolutely delicious. Guys, you need to make these wings whenever you have a get-together. I'm telling you, if you do it, there will not be any left on the plate. You will be asked to make more, I promise you. All right, guys, so that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and I'm glad you guys stuck with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace. All right, guys, I know you enjoyed that video. Those wings came out looking fantastic. I really enjoyed this recipe. I know you guys are going to enjoy it. So if you follow me in this recipe, go ahead and leave a comment below once you finish those wings. And if you make those wings later, don't forget, leave a comment. I want to hear from you guys. And if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your family, friends, and co-workers. And also, remember, the ingredients to this recipe is in the video description below. And until then, I'm Spinelli. This is All Wings Everything, and I am out. Peace. Everybody stand up. Introducing the one and only, the most anticipated and highly underrated